Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your man George Page coming to you live on YouTube. Well, I saw this in news that Kirk Douglas, a classic old school actor, has passed away. Now, if you know who Kirk Douglas is, he's been in several movies, very classic, such as Spartacus. He played Vincent Van Gogh. The gunfighter, OK Corral. Tough Guys. I mean, he's a legend. I mean, he's done everything from westerns to period pieces to, action flicks. I mean, he was the historic. He was pretty much the blueprint for the historic um, action hero, type of hero, type of guy, tough guy. I mean, I used to watch him a lot of movies. And coming up, and he worked with such actors such as Carl Malton, um, Kirk Lancaster, Burt Lancaster. Um, just a Beverly of many of Tony Curtis and him. I've done two movies together, counting Spartacus and Vikings, and it's just sad to hear that he passed away. He was born in 1916 in Amsterdam. Now, his parents were Russian Jews who immigrated to the Amsterdam many years ago. And he was the seven of six children. He was number six. He was one of six. He was one of seven children. He was the only son of a house full of girls. And his real name was Izur Daniel Itvich. But like back in those days when actors were going to Hollywood, they had to change their names because their names were so ethnic. Like Tony Curtis, his original name was Bertie Swartz. If you know Cary Grant, his name was Archibald Leach. And there's several celebrities who don't go by their original birth names, but they change them because of how was it back then in the days. There was like a lot of prejudice against Jews. His father had to work. He was who had specialized in a career. But he had to work at another job because they wouldn't have him because he was Jewish. And, it's funny is how we talk about in the news stuff about Israel and stuff like that, but Jews did not get a lot of support in America, and people often blame the reason why America got the war because of Jews, but it wasn't because of that. But anyway, he was a legend. Now he was the father of another popular actor, Michael Douglas. Michael was the oldest of his four sons. He had one son by the name of Eric who passed away many years ago. And Kurt suffered a stroke, about 20 years ago, and which was made him like, he couldn't really, he couldn't really speak real well, and some difficulties, but he still kept on marching. He did some projects here and there, even after he had a stroke. Years ago, he did a movie with his son Michael and Michael's son, about it's kind of a generation of father and son kind of movie. But like I said, he was got a honorary Oscar back in 1996. For all his work he did. And it's that's a good thing. He's been nominated at least 3 or 4 times in his career. He was nominated for his first nomination was a movie about a boxer called The Champions. Now I will tell you this: if you are not a Kirk Douglas fan, I would say, look at his filmography. Like I say, he worked with John Wayne. He worked with, they did a western. I forgot the name of the movie, but he was like a gunman. They were like trying to knock over a bank wagon or something like that. But he did a great many movies. I mean, and he was a legend. I mean, and it's just it's just one of those things. So anyway, it's sad when you see a legend go away. It's just knowing that long ago that it's just buried Kobe Bryant, and now Kirk Douglas is, like I said, celebrity death happens in threes, and that's how it is sometimes. It's your man George Page. Like, subscribe. Don't like, subscribe. And I want to say this: I am Spartacus.